Now I would like to ask, how does the dialogue with God happen? Can we feel God, or...
How does dialogue with God happen? Yes, it's a very good question, because, we just already spoke about prayer.
Mm-hmm.
And most people would say that the dialogue with God begins with prayer, or meditation, or just talking to God. And all those things, yes, because God is always communicating with us. The thing is, though, can we hear His communication correctly? Because what is happening is, until we reach a state in our own being of implicit faith, implicit humility, implicit acceptance of His will, implicit surrender, until we ourselves become that person, His messages are getting distorted. And how they're getting distorted is because we have around us an aura. And that aura contains within it all our thoughts and deeds and emotions from the very beginning of time, since the need for creation. So basically, since the very first sense of ego, right until all our life cycles. And with each life cycle, everything that we've said and done is all recorded in our aura. And thought does not just happen in our minds as we think. Thought happens at every level of our being. So there's constant interference. And sometimes just thinking that we're praying or talking or meditating, we have not realized that perhaps that there's another darker force also at play, where it is also interfering with our thoughts. So the dialogue to God, although we must also talk and everything, but I think it's important that, according to Zoroastrianism, that the line of communication from yourself to God has to be clearer. And we should not have all the distractions that come from our own thought processes within our being, not just our mind. So until that is perfected, our communication with God, He communicates with us, and what message we receive might be distorted and we might not understand it fully. So in order to understand it, again, I'm going to say that we have to go through the practice of religion, because although sometimes we don't understand all the practices we do, it helps us clear our aura. It helps us subdue our ego, and hence the message becomes clear. And of course, I want to show you a picture. Actually, I don't know if you can see it.
Yes.
Here, with this saintly figure over here, you see a white light around him. And that white light represents that he has reached the stage of purity and perfection where he can communicate with God. Whereas if you see our prophet here on the other side, you see him covered with a halo of yellow light. And I think you'll see something similar in all religions. And that not only is he pure, of course, but that he is receiving, he's become a conductor of divine thought. And now he is the vessel for that thought, and it's coming towards him from the highest heavens. And we are not, as individuals, as good as we might try to be. We haven't reached that stage of purity where we are receiving and becoming vessels for God. And until we have no ego in us whatsoever, that process is always, that communication is always a little bit hindered with the dark forces.